As cyclists, nowadays a lot of people are talking about the glutes or the posterior chain. Unfortunately, this limits us to just a few different variations. We're talking about deadlifts, we're talking about hip lifts, which is fantastic. But today what we're going to do is we're going to look at a reverse hyperextension. What this does is change how we're loading the system. Instead of being from the top down, it will be from the bottom up, as well as change the lever arm or how we're acting on the muscles in through the glutes, the lower back, and giving you another option in a way to turn on your glutes instead of being stuck as a cyclist. When it comes to actually being able to develop your abilities as a cyclist, just like any other sport athlete, we need to look at doing things you're not getting in your sport as much. Today, we're going to take a look at the reverse hyperextension and show you another option, but we do want to warn you, if you're having lower back pain or any type of discomfort, it is very important for you to go see a physical therapist or have an assessment before you try today's exercise. Now, if you're healthy and pain-free, don't load this exercise up. What we can do is, as you'll see, the first couple times through is we can just add a hold at the end of each set, allowing you to get a little bit more of a burn through the muscle and make that mind-muscle connection, and over time build up the tissue and movement capabilities to allow you to actually add a little bit of extra load. Let's take a look at how that exercise is actually done. So we're here on the glute ham raise. Now, some of you may not have this piece of machinery. That's okay. You can also do this on a regular adjustable bench, as long as it's a heavy duty bench. If you have one of those light benches at home that you can pick up easily with two hands and is relatively light, I do not recommend doing this. But if you have a heavy duty gym level type of adjustable bench, you can totally do this exercise at home. Now, the way this is going to work here is I'm going to set up reverse. The first part of this, I want to make sure that my hands are almost in riding position. You'll notice that if I extend my elbows down, that's almost identical to how I would ride my bike. Now, this is a little bit short for me, and what I want to try and do here is actually pull myself up. Actually, that works pretty well. What we're looking is not to use the bicep, but to pull the shoulder blade back and down to teach the lat to stabilize from the top down. We'd like to have the hips resting on the mat itself, or on the pad rather. Now from here, when we first start with this, we're going to keep the feet separate. I want to kind of get you to be able to feel where your feet are going. So I'm going to do a slight brace, pull my shoulder blades back and down, and I'm going to fire the glutes, trying to get extension in through the back and then coming back down. Now, some of you will feel the hamstrings take over and you're going to fly forward. That's not what we're looking for out of this movement. What we're actually looking for is to feel the glutes engage and to feel that gravity pulling you down. And you really do feel the glutes firing. So we're going to start here. We're going to start with the feet further apart. The bones on the front of my hip are supported on the pad. Pull the shoulder blades back and down, chin is tucked. Fire the glutes, and then coming down. And we're not releasing at the bottom. Now, what some of you are going to find is that quadricep isn't going to want to turn off. You're going to feel the quads firing, and your hips are doing all types of weird things. And that's okay. Just go through the range of motion that you have. Now, at the end of the set, if you feel it's too light or you'd like to get a little bit of an extra burn, you can squeeze and hold the glutes at the top. This can also allow you to learn how to turn off those quadriceps when you have the abs and the glutes fired. Hold for 10 to 15 seconds and come back down. That's it. The exercise is actually pretty simple in how it looks. When you execute it, really important to make sure your knees are straight. We do not want to use the hamstrings. We want to make sure we're using the glutes. Now, if you found this video helpful in helping you learn another way to train the lower body, the glutes, and learning to get better extension through the hips, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below, give us a thumbs up, and then head on over to the Human Vortex Training website and check out our blog for more great training content. Till next time, remember, train smarter, not harder, because it is all about you.